Hey, Black African Power. What's good? What's happening? A well organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Ooh, man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's God Killer in the house, man. And look, man, we got a powerful show today. And look, man, let's just get it cracking, man.
I'm in rock squad up, Magi archers in the building, please believe. Oh shit. Nah. If you ain't Sinetta, no time for that interview, dog. I put my shit out for niggas, I don't send it to blogs. Clan kill off the Buddha, not being discreet. One puff, this big pops and projectiles. Between the sheets. Sun run, cold game, bring your cleats. The best flow blow, Eskimo, penguin feet. Don't need no blunt to burn. You run the turf with 10 niggas on the block. That's a punt return. Ayo, Dolomite prototype soldier with the solar light. Saber and he hold it like he hold a mic. Golden ice pendants, sipping on that overpriced poltergeist spirits. Ripping at the open mic, spoke the nice lyrics like Mama moved mean overnight. Golden motorbike holding on some Tron shit. That nice neon kit is on it. The king's libation with exotic liqueur. Queen's vibration like a Sada Shakur. A lot of decor, imported foreign threads, they ain't got at the store. Nubian Kush, black top pottery jaws, 39% THC, the quality pure. Old rappers try to spit, ain't hot as before. It's like I'm 5 flights above, busting shots at the floor. Cats switch up their style when they ain't got it no more, cause they gotta keep their product in stores to feed their kids. See what that weed did? Yeah, yes man, agreeing on everything we said. I smell the mic like it's the love of my life. Don't get sliced and beat with the butt of the knife. Brother polite, I say I'm animalistic, cause I still be in the hood with my hand on my pistol. The Hebrews think I'm cannibalistic, E5 divination, channel the mystic, audio visionary. Let's play poetical Pictionary. Picture me burning down your missionary. Yeah, then I send you religion. That red dot on your head, that's Hindu tradition. Invisible, independent, intrinsic shit. I'll bring it all to an end with indivisible gains. Charles Xavier, getting your brain. Mental anguish or manifesting physical pain. Wizard remains to dance in the chemical rain. Breathe slow, then I'm up out of this physical plane. Got military machinery that exercise weaponized greenery. Shine at a jeopardize the scenery, son. Bruh, the beam 10 times your distance. Inclines convention. Stop rising with no trend line resistance. The parabolic breakout. I'm F-16 with the aeronautic fake out. The God killer. The God killer. The God killer. It's the God killer. The God killer. That's who it is. The God killer. The God killer. It's the God killer. The God killer. The God killer. The God killer. It's the God killer. The God killer. The God killer. The God killer. It's the God killer.
And we in there, we live.
What's good, family, man? Y'all already know what it is, man. It's God killing the house, man. Check this out, man. Look, we come and do what we got to do. We're going to do what we got to do. We standing tall. We standing strong. Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. It's and Raw Squad up. What's good, family, man? Yeah, we got some business to take care of tonight, man. You know, make sure that all the families is unified, man, and make sure the vision is carried forward. Okay? Let me take a look and see who in the chat room, man, so I can shout out the chat room, man. Let y'all start coming in, man. Appreciate everybody's support. You know, we moving forward. And it's just time for some of us to just grow up, man. Sometimes, man, you get stagnated and you're not moving the way you like to move, and people like to take advantage of that, man. You know, this world we live in, you know, they take advantage of your weaknesses, man. People try to pull strings and manipulate and cause confusion in certain circles. And so, you know, man, I've always been one of them type of guys, man, that can always see that. And when I see that, yo, you know what I'm saying, I be liking to remove myself out of those situations, right? So let me let the chat room pile up for a minute. Let me see. Hold on. See who in there. Real fast. 1 second. All right, see what we got in the chat room. And we're going to kick this thing off real lovely, like, man. Got 42,000 people watching in the building. You know what I'm saying, man? I appreciate that, man. I am Hotep Raw. I see you. What's good? Everything is everything. What's up with you, man? Kyle, what's up, man? You know what it is, man. I see you. Now Valley Civilization. I see you in that building, man. All right. V Child. I see you. Omar Reed. What's good? Who else we got in here? Yimmy, I see you. What's up with you? Yeah, Mika One. What's up? Zan, what's up with you, Zan? I see you. Brother Logic. Uh-huh. Let me see if I got any haters in here, because we always be having haters. I don't know why. All right. Mm-hmm. Get the building fill up a little bit, man. We're gonna get right into this discussion, man. We ain't gonna be here long, man. But you can absolutely guarantee there's gonna be good Raw Squad quality content coming out the channels, man. All right, man. I like to shout out all the families, man. The Mossy Clan Warriors, they in the building, man. Shout out to the Shashu Money Metanetra. Shout out to the Pseudo Killers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to the Pseudo Killers. All day long, 365 days a year. You know what I'm saying? Magi Archers. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. Hey, and all the little spies is in the building. Because I know the spies is in the building, right? So y'all make sure y'all take that message back, right? Right? So, man, yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and kick it off, man. Let me see who we got in here. Boy, I see you. I'm a Raw Squad official, Nahisi. What's up, man? Mossy Clan Warrior. I'm a Raw Squad official and Pseudo Killer. What's up with you, man?
Black African Power, ready to get the show started. Let's get it on.
Mm-hmm. All right, I see you. Hey, Kofi, what's going on, man? Mossy Clan Warrior, man. I see you, man. What's up with you, brother? How you doing, man?
Peace. Black African Power, Black African Power, Black African Power. Goon Kiki, goon.
Yeah. I see. We got that Mossy project coming out soon, man. We're gonna be promoting that real heavy, man. And it's just in time. You know what I'm saying, man? That project is just in time, man. And believe me, I ain't gonna slow y'all up on that, man. Trust me with that, man. Trust me with that, man. Hey, Chef and L, Pseudo Killer, what's up with you, man? How you doing?
Ain't nothing. Just here to support. You know what I mean? I'm glad we seemed like we wasn't gonna do nothing, but I'm glad we about to put everything in perspective for the community. So let's do this.
Yeah, I see you down there in Baltimore, down that station. I see you, yo. I see you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Sean, what's good, man? Mossy Clan Warrior, Shashu, Monty Metanetra, official. I'm a Raw Squad. What's good, man? How you doing, brother? Always a pleasure to see you.
Yeah. Peace. Black African Power family. ETM Hotel Rennie Sean. Welcome to Peace. My name is Sean. Just like to thank everybody for tuning in, man. Share the show. It's a good build tonight. Trust me.
Wipe your face off, man. I know you eating some chips, man. I see it, man.
Yeah, man. I'm grubbing over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm grubbing.
Get your grub in there, boy. Hey, the great Dr. Oyamayat. What's good, sis? How you doing? What's up with you?
Hey, peace and love to you, brother Ankh on the Raw Squad up. Peace and love to all the brothers on the chat. I'm sorry, on the panel, and peace and love to my sister CK. Peace and love to my sister Naya. She was unable to make it tonight, but peace and love to her, and peace and love to everyone in the chat and everyone who will be watching this in the archives.
Okay, all right. Hey, sister CK, man. Boy, I see you, Pseudo Killer on deck. How you doing, CK? What's up with you?
Peace to the panel. Peace to the chat. It's going to be a lovely night. Look forward to having interesting and lovely, important conversations with everyone on the panel. Hopefully everybody in the chat like and share the video all over the world. Thank you.
All right. It's all good. Hey, where you at, Sajetti, man? I'm a Raw Squad official. What's good with you, Sajetti? Man, what's up with you, man? You on mute.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. You know, ETM Hotep, welcome in peace, Ujawe, prosperity. So, just here to talk about, these issues. Let's get it.
Yeah, I see what you got in the backdrop. I see you, yo. Are you ready? I see you, man. Hey, where you at, Wu Jai? What's up with you, man? What's good? What's happening, man? Shashu Money Metanetra. I'm a Raw Squad official, man. Metanetra Scholar. They shout out the Metanetra Scholar to you, too. Sanjay, what's up, Wu Jai?
Peace to the panel. Peace to everybody who's watching, all 60,000 people. Peace to you, I'm a Raw Squad up. And I'm just here for the comments. Nah, I'm here to get it in and participate and chime in. Hopefully people have some takeaways, some good, walk away satisfied from this conversation.
Yeah, that's it, man. Hey, Kent, you know I ain't forget you, man. Clark Kent, yeah, I'm saying, about to put on his cape. What's good, man? Sweet old killer, what's up with you?
What's up, man? Just sitting here feeling good, you know what I mean? We still living. You know what I mean? Grateful to be amongst the greats, you know what I'm saying? Man, right here, man. Time to kill some pseudos or whatever y'all want to do tonight. I'm with it.
Yeah, I know. Niagara Valley, man. I don't even know who that is, man. Who that Niagara Valley? What's good with you, man?
Peace, peace. This is brother Sutek. Uh, just glad to be here, man. Appreciative to be around such intellectual minds. I'm with my boys, Kofi and Sean. We just glad to be here to promote this new project we coming out with too. So yeah, man, I'm just here to enjoy the show.
Spears of the Mossy, yo, you see it right there, man. Appreciate you, man. That's a Mossy clan warrior, man. All right, man. Look,
He
man.
occupies our research team.
Right, got you. Shout it out again one more time, yo.
We Sutek.
No, go ahead, shout it out again, yo. The Kofi.
Yeah, Kofi Lifestyle Research Team. That's the research team that consists of me, Sean, Sutek that's on the panel, Vassal Nicolo Gov, Satep Ra, who was also a member of the SESU Metameta group. You always forget I'm a member of the SESU too. I'm a member of the SESU. And T'Challa Bungara, the individual that Assad interviewed the other week on his channel. That's the research team, and we'll probably talk about the project we got coming out later on.
Yeah, we're gonna need that, man. So all the people watching, y'all know all the families is unified on these issues, and we're gonna stand together, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So you know what I'm saying? We strong and we right here together. So we're gonna make sure we bring that scientific literacy, make sure we bring forth that African literacy, the whole 9 yards, man. So the content y'all been waiting for, we focusing on it. So we ain't got time for all that shenanigans and all that bamboo nonsense. We ain't doing that no more, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a hell of a crew. And sometimes, man, you gotta understand what type of brands you got, right? Man, I'm a Raw Squad family, you know what I'm saying? Been a brand tested and proven. And I think I just like to start this conversation out with something that's very important in case the listening audience don't know, right? And I'm gonna say it like it is, right? Nobody made me. Nobody made the Amaral Squad. Nobody made the Masi, Shashu Mani Metanetra, Kofi Pasai research team. Nobody made that, right? We made that, right? So what we don't want is, we don't want our credit, you know what I'm saying, being given to other people. And I'm gonna say it, Sarnetta, he ain't make me. He ain't make the Amaral Squad, right? We was the Amaral Squad before that. I just want y'all to know that. You know what I'm saying? So we was visiting on that particular platform. And I think I just need to say that so we know. Y'all can go back to the days of Blog Talk. Y'all can go back 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? When I'm rocking, right? They go for a Saw, Smash Rockwell's, right? Man, they already had projects going when I met them. You know what I'm saying? Already. So y'all don't think, because the newbies, you know what I'm saying? They wanna kind of, you know what I'm saying, act like somebody made us. Now, hell no. Nobody made us. You know what I'm saying? Man, the ancestors made us. The people that came before us made us. That's who made us. Professor James Smalls, a tested and proven, you know what I'm saying, elder to the Amaral Squad. So I just want to make that crystal clear, right? You know what I'm saying? Dr. Mayat, man, she already had her damn doctor's degree. All right? So, you know what I'm saying? Man, we actually brought balance and love. Wherever we go, we bring balance and love to other people's platform. But I cannot give that credit. This thing right here, man, this has been a team effort, man. All right, it's been a team effort, man. I just want to make that statement very clear to the new people that's coming around, man. Man, I know I've been rocking for about 15 years, man. Yeah, the squad been rocking for about a good 10, 11. Right? So we just need to make that clear. Anybody want to add to that real quick?
Yeah, I do.
Let me add some context to that. So we started this about 10 years ago, closer to 11 years. And to the point of anyone else making us know, we made ourselves. Nobody can get that credit. And for history's sake, it started off with Brother Anka Kek, Brother Ishmael Allah Bing, and myself, Sanjay. And that was the original Amara squad.
You can't leave out Ngozi. I just want to say that, yo, because he was there, yo.
And Ngozi came in shortly after, but originally it was the three. And then we already knew Ngozi. We already, I knew Asar Imhotep already. Wu Jiao already. Wu Jiao, I think you went under a different name back then. But again, this was 10 years ago. And we were researching together. It was a research team. And we wanted to bring balance in the community via the blog talk, because that was the new platform to go and balance the inconsistencies regarding African history. So he was bringing the archaeology and some of that anthropology. I was bringing the history and Kemetic records. Ishmael Al-Bey, he was bringing in some history, especially with a lot of modern groups today, in the context of the Moors come from Africa. And that was his stance. And then we brought in Ngozi, and he was emphasizing, much of the genetic information, et cetera. So I think people really need to understand that history to understand how we got to where we are now. There's a lot more behind that, but we had some really good intellectuals. We were on the same page with the same objective. And for the most part, at least the core of us stuck to that. And then we brought in some other enlightened people who were well qualified in their areas of dealings and professionalisms. And this is how we get here. So we'll pass it on.
Yeah, how we get that name though?
Okay, so
I'll meet you with something slick. Okay. Hold on, let me meet you with the slick. Got that name.
I got one for you too, but go ahead.
Look, so me and Ish was talking, right? And we was looking at West Muhammad, they had the Ally team. They was smashing up the quote unquote conscious community. Let's just give it what it was. He was beating them up. And I say, man, he got a crazy ass fighting style right there. I said, what he doing? And he was using that academia. He was using the universities and college level type of information. He was running through them, plain and simple. And I was like, man, we're gonna have to see him again. And I said, when I see him, right, I want to be ready. I want to represent the community. I want to make sure the community is well represented. Those who love Africa and not allow Muslims to get at us like that, right? So I say, Ish, man, we need something like the Amara. How about Amun Ra, right? I said, how about Amun Ra team? Ish say, nah, squad. He was like, shit, Amun Ra squad. You know what I'm saying? And that's when, first of all, me and you was banging together. I was really looking at people that could get with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to be better than me at something. Because I was talking shit back then, right? And I said something crazy, and Jay was like, nah, that ain't what that is. The word nigga it's not the meta nature.
It was the word niggers. It was on the word, the Kemetic. People was claiming that the term nigger and nigga was in meta nature.
You was like, nope, that's not. I was like, what? But you spared me because we was live, right? So like people like Sanjay Hassan and would always come around on the Destruction of Black Civilization show, and we be fighting all the Hebrews, beating all it down, you know what I'm saying? So we was interacting with each other like that. You know what I'm saying? And Brother Ngozi was too. But back then, Brother Ngozi was reading poems and shit being funny. I never forget it, right? On Nikki Love and Unc Show. I never forget that, right? Yeah. I was like, look, check this out, Ngozi. Look, man. You good with them tribes and knowing how tribes migrate and all that, yo. You as long as you don't do that, you know what I'm saying, that flying through the air stuff, yo, I'ma need you. And Gozy didn't take the call at first. Because I originally called out the Sanjetti, right? It was Sanjetti, Asar, and then Gozy. I'm telling you how it went. And Gozy being younger, that's we talking about 10 years ago. He was real young then, right? He ain't answered the bell. So we got on blog, and I'm gonna tell the truth. And Gozy kind of cussed me out back then. I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? But I know how it is. He a street dude. He in the street. I get it. Then he came along later. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing. Put out that back signals, and JD answered the call, right? Asar answered the call. You know what I'm saying? Me, Asar, and Ish. Asar came a little bit after. You know what I'm saying? It took him a minute to watch. You know how Asar is, right? But it was always Sanjetti first, Ish. It was Ish, Sanjetti, and me. And then, you know what I'm saying, bam, Gozy came through, you know what I'm saying, and Asar. That's how I see it.
Now, don't forget, at that same time, that my YouTube channel was called Amara Scribe. Don't forget that.
Was that's in there? I didn't know that. Okay.
No, that's how we met through the YouTube. So, okay. And when I met Ish, it was through that. So, Amara Scribe.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So,
all right.
Okay. So those other conversations happen, you know, but we have to factor that in too as part of the influence. So y'all have the conversation. Well, that's one. Then two, you know, I have the Amara Scribe channel.
That's wild. I didn't know that. I know you was there kicking that Metanet, killing him.
You forgot.
I know you was killing, but we say that to say, right, that everybody, right, we can honestly say that we one group, one family, right, that if Sarnetta wasn't around, yo, we still be jamming hard as you used to be jamming hard. So I just want y'all to just feel me with that, right? That we're an entity unto ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? The truth is, man, we don't need Sarnetta in this platform. That's the truth. What we do need is, though, we need scientific literacy in this community, right? Anybody want to speak on that before we move forward and deal with the serious issues at hand? How about you, Dr. Oyamayat? And he see what? I want to add to that?
No, I mean, I think that you brothers, I thank you for laying out the history of, you know, the formation of the Armin Ross squad. Because like you said, Brother Ankh, there's a lot of people coming into the community and you know, and they're visiting, you know, Sinetta's platform and other platforms. And like you said, they just don't know. They see you on a platform. They just assume that, you know, you must have been, you know, introduced to everyone, you know, via Sinetta. And like you said, you've had Blog Talk radio shows prior to being on Sinetta's platform. Sanjetti, I mean, he's been in the field. Sar, Wujaru, and many others, you know, have been in the field and been out there working long before we came across Sinetta's platform. And so I think you guys did a good job articulating that. So I mean, I don't have anything left to say. I mean, I agree with what you said. I mean, we don't need the platform, you know, at all. But we did go on the platform and we were able to reach some people that, you know, and I've said this before, that, you know, with Sinetta and all of his flaws, you know, I did get an opportunity to meet some people and to reach some people that I may not have reached. And so I am thankful for that. But I agree with you, Ankh, that it's just time to move on.
Yeah, and I can say that, yo. You know, ain't nobody full harder for Sarnetta than me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so
if I can add,
y'all should just know that. Go ahead, move down.
Yeah, and going down your memory lane, I also want to make a comment. You know, as far as me coming across the Amara squad, you all were already formed as a group, but at the same time, Sanjetti remembers this, that myself, the brother Sanjetti, the brother Asar, a good elder named Raymond Davis, another brother named Montu, and a couple other people. We were part of another research team called the Ancient Kemetic research unit, and we called it the crew. And so we were all interconnected and interrelated without even knowing it. So on Sanjeti, while Sanjeti was on the Amara squad, and then later Asar Himotep, I was already acquainted with both of them, and researching, and we were doing some heavy rigorous work in our own little group and everything. So and then I came later as far as Amara squad member, a lot later. So I just wanted to kind of fill in with that, and how I knew Sanjeti and Asar a long time on Facebook, prior to even considering being part of the Amara squad. So I had already, like minds kind of tend to hang together. And so, that's why we kind of have a tight triad between us, even within the Amara squad, so that's where, we have our history at. So I just wanted to make that clear. And I like the fact, oh, so sorry.
No, go ahead, finish it. I'm sorry. I got excited. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. And so, I just want to point out though that it seems like all of everything that we're doing, even the other groups, the Masi Clan Warrior, the Seshu Madi Metal Netcher, if you look at the formation and the basis or the inspiration of the formation of these groups, it's all based around a focused research, and it's never about shenanigans, drama, or anything but research. And so I just want to point that out to people. So that's something that should be self-evident, and hopefully that's what it is.
And I would like to add that I met the squad. This was back in 20. I believe it was what 2013 or 2015, somewhere around that time. I want to say it was 2015. I'm no 2014. I'm sorry, it was 2014, and I came on the show one time, and I was beating up a Hebrew brother, and then there was a brother named Courtney who reached out to me, and he said, I want to introduce you to this brother. He said he's from Baltimore. You both are from Baltimore. I want to link y'all together. And he introduced me to brother Anka. And then I came down to Georgia to debate a Hebrew brother, and I met up with Anka down there, and we actually built. I mean, the entire time, like as I was preparing for the debate, and then I went on down to Atlanta, Georgia. I debated the Hebrew Israelite. Brother Ankh and I continued to build, and then eventually I became a part of the Armor Raw squad. But that's how I came on board around 2014. I just wanted to add that.
And we can't forget the sister.
You
I'm
was
sorry,
kind of
we can't
serious.
we
Go
can't
ahead.
forget the sister Sutanet, because when I was first introduced with the squad, I remember the sister being a part of it and talk to the sister and everything as well.
Yeah,
Yep,
when
she was
we
definitely
when
a
we
part of
brought her in, um, you know, it was where, well, she came in through me, and when I was building with her and teaching her some meta nature, etc., she was making a transition. She was in Islam, and then she realized that she needed to be African centered. So I don't take credit for any of that. She did that on her own, and she had a lot of energy, and we as a team we realized, listen, we have a lot of masculine energy here. Remember that,
Yeah, you got
and we're
me.
like, yo, we need some strong sisters on the team to help bring some balance. So that was her part. She came and brought that balance. So I don't know if she's listening or if she listens to the archives. I want to let her know, listen, we still love you,
Yeah, shout out to
and
the queen.
yeah, we still love you, and wish you continuous prosperity. So she came in to bring that, and then when Sister Oya Dr. Mahat came on, we was like, yes, we had a private meeting about it ahead of time, and by that point we had looked at the video. I'm like, man, she destroyed that guy, the Hebrew brother. She gave him that work, and I'm like, yeah, we need more sisters on the team. And so I was happy about that addition, you know, and she's been riding ever since. So
Yeah, that's that piece. And I'm gonna say this, right? And you know what I'm saying? It's just part of our history, man. And it was Team Osiris. You know what I'm saying? Because Gozy was my man and he's still my man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we work shit out. And you know what I'm saying? Yo, the brother then grew older now, you know what I'm saying? Things we did when we was younger, we don't do as we older. You know what I'm saying? And and that Team Osiris, I was right there, part of that. So for people who don't know the Team Osiris history, I was definitely part of that group. Me and Ngozi started that group, no matter what a nigga say. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That was always, you know what I'm saying? I was like, Ngozi, man, I need you to, get a team of young researchers, right? Same vision. And he did that. You know what I'm saying? We since fell apart. Y'all seen the ups and downs, yo. But I can't, I be, you know what I'm saying? I can't leave them out the history. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do that and be honest. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? They teach scientific literacy. I know Ngozi do, and I'm gonna shout out to Kufu. You know what I'm saying? So we right now in this moment time we in right now, man, is serious because scientific literacy, man, can literally save your life right now. We realize at this point, right after all the talking is done, it's time for the community to look at things that they can actually use in their community. You know what I'm saying? So flying through the air, melanin, superfood this, superfood that, you know what I'm saying? And not knowing what role food play in it can cost you your life. You know what I'm saying? Like pseudoisms is dangerous now. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very dangerous now. So I think this is a perfect moment to express ourselves, right? So I'm gonna be the first one to kick it off. Under no circumstance will I allow a grown man that's supposed to be my friend to invite me to his penis. Under no circumstances. Because I'm the guy who understands that friendships should never be tested. I will never tell Sinjeti, Wuja, Dr. Mayat, you know what I'm saying, to suck my thing. Because I know, right, based off the people I keep around me, that one Dr. Mayat gonna swing on me, throw a brick at me. Sinjeti gonna be trying to kick, and Wuja swinging. That go for Sheffrin, that go for Kofi, that go for everybody on here. That go for Kent. I know that I would never test our friendship like that. So I feel like the friendship was tested. Under no circumstance will the platforms disrespect a woman. No matter how wrong I think she is, I'm not gonna cuss her out and talk about her private parts in front of the world. There's a standard here. Y'all say, well, you wild out. Y'all have never seen me disrespect and cuss out a woman, specifically a black woman. Because I got daughters, right? I got daughters. So I would never do that. So based off of those circumstances, y'all think it's other things, but based off of circumstances where a person think that they can call me a bitch ass motherfucker and think I ain't trying to bang them in their mouth, they got me bleeped up. So that's why I can't do it. And that's when I realized, hey man, you shouldn't be around people that you feel like you gotta swing them or bat them down. Why would you be around people like that? No matter what the friendship was, it's not that no more. Because as a friend, I wouldn't say that. And I wouldn't do that. Friendships aren't to be tested. They aren't to be played with. They are serious matters. And no matter how long you've been friends, when it gets to the point where the money gets in the way, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what the money gets in the way and platforms make you think you more than what you are, you know what I'm saying? And thank goodness, right? I got teams and families around me. So whenever I get the big head, that shit gets squashed. It can get squashed by a Mossy Clan warrior. Yeah, I heard you earlier, Kofi. You know we ain't gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what make us thrive. That one person, one woman, one man, it's a giant round table. That's how we operate. So if I'm out of order, you know what I'm saying, they can kind of reel me in and have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But some people can't be reeled in. Right? Some people don't respect African custom and traditions. And I'm not saying I've always been that guy, but what I'm saying is I at least know where the line is. I might step on it, but I know what to do and what not to do. So based off of that, brother, you know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I think I can bring a quality product over here. You know what I'm saying? The Mossy, quality product. Shashu Money Measure, quality product. Magi Arches, quality product. Pseudo Killers, super quality product. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm working on my A game, right? So I just would like to say, you know what I'm saying, that I can't do it no more. That don't mean that you can't do it no more. I'm not advocating for nobody to do anything. I'm not saying you're not my friend. You know what I'm saying? If you watch and stuff, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, brother see, there's a standard at 53, right? And I personally have outgrown that situation. When I'm starting to think crazy shit, excuse my language, when I'm starting, the lines get blurred, and I'm thinking, man, I know everybody on the panel laughing right now, right? Because I know where y'all been at. I get it, right? But sometimes you got to get woke up and to realize that you might be a better friend to a person than they are to you. You might value a friendship, right, more than they value your friendship. I valued my friendship to the point where I would never say that because I know we got wives, you know what I'm saying? And your wife don't want to see a person that you consider their friend inviting you to their private parts and calling you homosexuals and all that. Like, that's not what men do. I'm a Baltimore guy. And in Baltimore, you can't call a nigga, stop. You can't call a ninja a bee and get away with it. I know it's silly, just a word, right? But the only way I can respond to that is, under grace and style, back up off of that and put the energy into our thing and make sure people get a quality product, man. So I'm gonna let anybody take the floor they want to, right? I would like to apologize to the families, right? And I'm apologizing to the families, right? Because basically the families seen it coming. And shout out to Sister Kaba. Sister Kaba been with Brother Unk from day one. This is something y'all don't know. Heavy, deep researcher, right? Part of MBK family. And shout out to them. Deep researcher. All the resources I ever needed. Always stay in my ear. So I'm gonna shout out Sister Kaba who been there for the last 8, 9, 10 years. I mean, seriously, like unconsciously. All right, that's friendship right there. Like your friends will tell you when you're wrong. So when I get to the point where I can't tell a friend that I think a friend they wrong, right, and they go left, it's time for me to get out of that situation. I like this situation over here. Go ahead, Kofi. You can get in, Master Clan Warrior. You get in real quick.
All right, well, peace to Sister Carver. Peace to Sister Carver. Well, I want to start because we talking about good standards, and everybody know me. I look at everything, approach everything from an African perspective. And when we deal with African traditions, most of those ethnic groups, they deal with cultivating good character. I want to read some stuff I did, and just real quick, and I ain't gonna be long. And why I don't support certain this platform, Simon the TV, and why a lot of us shouldn't support this platform. Especially, I mean, it's just my opinion, especially if you say you, and most of the people on that platform say they're African centered, or they descendants from Africa, or they claim they came, which is an African culture. But if you're gonna claim something, then you need to be about what you say you are. I can say I'm a doctor all day, but if I'm not if I'm not a practitioner of it, not meaning that I'm not well studied, well educated, and putting what I learned into practice, then I can say I'm not who I say I am. So I did an article called "Does the Conscious Community Have Good Character?" I did this last year sometime. So I'm going to talk about in Osheshe, what most people know as Ifa. They got Iwa Riri, which is good character, and then they got Iwa Baruru, which is bad character. Now I'm gonna name off some traits that deal with good character, and I'm just trying to do the comparison. I'm doing the comparison of why I don't look at this certain platform or support this certain platform, because again, I look at everything from an African perspective, and it's always about cultivating good character. So good character, I'm just gonna run out some traits. Well, no, I'm gonna run out some traits though. I'm gonna run out before I get to the good character. I'm gonna run out some bad character traits. Bad character traits. It says warm-heartedness, hatred, hostility, greed, impoliteness, narcissistic, immorality, inhospitality, untruthful, arrogant, deceitful, disrespectful, incompassionate, irresponsible, prejudiced, immature. Now I'm not trying, and most of these traits that I just named out, what they would call this Iwa Baruru. Um, and most of these traits that I just ran down, you know what I'm saying, is a trait that we don't want to be. We don't want anybody to be hostile to us. We don't want nobody to be disrespectful to us. We don't want nobody to be prejudiced, immature, impolite. And these are one of the. I'm just naming these things because, like I said, I look at everything from an African perspective, and I don't deal with a lot of stuff when it comes to people that has bad behavior. I try to distance myself away from it. This is the reason why I distance myself away from Sonetta platform, and I used to be a great supporter, donate money, watching, donate money, and when he did these live shows, I would pay money to see these events because I didn't go to the event, so I paid these for these live streams that I barely was able to see some of the things, but I supported it. But over the time, as I began to mature and I began to get better, and I started to understand, you know what I'm saying, if I say I'm gonna be African centered, then I need to understand African culture. I need to understand African tradition. So I began to study art. So when I started to see these things that go against the very thing that our ancestors is against, so I had to back myself away from it. And all these bad characters that I've seen, he displayed on his platform displayed these things, good character, what we call Iwa Baruru, kinship, kindness, hospitality, generosity, polite, gentleman, humanitarian, morality, neighborly, honest, humility, integrity, respectful, compassion, responsibility, fairness, and self-discipline. Um, so these are the traits that I try to possess. These again, when we talk about African traditions and customs, all the time you hear our ancestors and their culture are these ethnic groups that they talk about cultivating good character. They talk about having good character, being moral. So if anybody does not have any types of morality or moral, I can't hang with them. Anyone that's not being honest and being dishonest, I can't rock with them. Anybody does not have any humanity or can't be respectful to me or respectful to my family, then I can't support them. And like Unc said, I'm not trying to stop anybody from not supporting anybody else. I'm just giving y'all opinion on why. And in these days and times, it's important, man, to understand scientific um, literacy. And like I was saying earlier, I was telling Unc now, I hadn't supported the channel in three years since 2017. 2017, I used to watch Unc. I used to watch Sanjetti when Sanjetti came on there. I used to watch Ngozi at one particular time when he came on there. Dr. Oyama Art, which got familiar with her from Sonetta's channel, but I used to watch her and a few other people I used to watch that was on there. And I just made a decision. If I'm going to stop watching it all the way together, then I just, even if my favorite people or my favorite teachers are or my favorite people that motivate me, inspire me on there, I'm going to ban it all the way. I don't care who on there. I'm not going to look at. And I used to get mad at these guys and the sister for going on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Every time they went on the panel, I just, it used to upset me. I never said anything until a while ago on the back. Well, Sean know about it because I used to voice it to him all the time, And I done told Unc and I done told others that, we don't have to go on that platform. That platform, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to go on that platform. We all have our own platform. We all try to teach accuracy to our information. We all try to exhibit good character, even though at times it be bored, man. But, we got to stand up, man. We got this line been drawn. You either gonna get on you gonna get on the illiterate side, or you gonna get on the side that is practicing scientific literacy. Those is trying to be as accurate as possible, man. That's all I got, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, Nahisi.
Peace. I mean, I agree with Kofi. Like Kofi said, we all got to mature. We mature and we move on. once we start to understand what real information is, I always played the background. I've been around since the blog talk days. You know that.
Facts.
I was always in the background. I hit you up with invasive species,
Facts.
and after that, then me and you, we had a little discussion dealing with Neanderthal genetics and stuff like that.
Beat
And
me up.
then I got
Beat
the
me
phone
up.
call. I got the
Well,
phone
Kaba beat me up, especially you. That's when I knew, yo, you had to be on the squad, yo. You got to beat a dude up to get on the joint. Yeah, you did that. But go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah. So I got the phone call, like, yeah, been around since then. Me and Ngozi, we used to build, you know, and during that time, like you said, Wesley Muhammad was coming through. He was beating them up. And he was calling it, during that time, he was calling it pseudo scholarship. Ngozi did repeat pseudo a lot, but Wesley Muhammad was really actually the first who actually brought that because he was saying pseudo scholarship.
Sure was.
And, a lot of people forget that. But yeah, it's time to mature and move on because there's other people that we need to, get on the platform, so that people can get some information. There's some doctors out there that's actually waiting to come on the platform, and we're gonna make that happen.
Facts. Facts. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. So it's just a moment of just growing up, man. Where you at, Dr. Oyamayat?
That's crazy because I was just getting ready to unmute my mic because I wanted to speak about the disrespect of the sisterhood. Let me read something to you from Dr. John Henry Clark. Dr. John Henry Clark said, and I'm gonna read this. He wrote this. I think it says "African Warrior Queens and Black Women in Antiquity" by Dr. Ivan Van Sertima. He said, in Africa, the woman's place was not only with her family. She often ruled nations with unquestionable authority. Many African women were great militarists and on occasion led their armies in battle. The Africans had produced a civilization where the men were secure enough to let women advance as far as their talent, royal lineage, and prerogatives would take them. All right, so with that said, because I know Brother Kofi said that, when he views things from through an African lens. And so do our Brother Kofi. And so one thing that you do see in the study of various African culture is the respect of African women. We've been disrespected on Sanetta's platform. I've been disrespected. Sister CK has been disrespected. Sister Segmet has been disrespected. Sister Abundance Child has been disrespected. So there have been numerous women who have been on that platform. Oh, Melanin Sutek, that's another sister who has been disrespected, who was disrespected on that platform. There's been various women who have been disrespected. And so the sisterhood is just tired. We're tired of the disrespect. We're tired of our voices being silenced. If you notice, I remember one time, this was back in 2000, I believe it was 2016, when Sinetta was having the Comedic Warfare Conference. And initially, Brother Anki was really excited about me being on the squad, and he wanted to give me an opportunity to speak. And so Sinetta was like, no, Sinetta never heard me speak at the time. So I don't know if he was just apprehensive about it. I don't know if he was apprehensive about it or what, but he was like, no, man, I can't give any time. So Brother Ankh said, well, you know what, brother, I'm gonna just give up my time. I'm gonna give up my time so that she will have an opportunity to speak. I'll just give up my time. And that's exactly what he did. And so, if you notice, it wasn't until Brother Ankh, really started pushing for me and other sisters to speak. And that's when a lot of sisters started coming, on the platform and speaking. It was also, and I got to bring this up, and I got to give Professor Griff his props. He was the one that actually kicked in the door for Zaza Ali. And he talked about that in several interviews. They didn't want, no one wanted to hear Sister Zaza Ali speak. And it was basically Professor Griff who kicked in the door at different platforms and said, well, if you want me on the platform, then you got to allow her time to come on the platform and speak alongside with me. And so, the sisterhood is tired. We're tired of fighting to be heard. We will be heard and we will be respected. And if we're not respected, we just won't show up on your platform. We won't have any dealings with you. And I just feel like I'm over Sinetta. I'm over that platform. I endured a lot of disrespect, not only from Sinetta, but from other brothers who came on the platform, the chat room. We're tired. We're tired. And the disrespect will not be tolerated. What happened to me a week ago, being called dumb on the platform, that's just unacceptable. Sinetta telling CK that her vagina stinks and bringing it, I mean, that's just unacceptable behavior. And it won't be tolerated. Sister CK, do you want to speak to that, Queen?
Sure. Peace, everybody. Um, I mean, it didn't shock me getting that kind of response. I knew he was going to be immature, but I didn't think he was going to go all the way disrespectful with it. You know what I mean? Like everybody had been saying it was a circus that whole night. So all I asked was like, yo, is it true? You know what I mean? Be proud of what you have. You know what I mean? If that's what you got going on, that's what you have going on over there. But as you can see, a lot of people have peeled away from that platform and went to a lot more better platforms like Unk's channel, Real Black Atheists on Fire, your channel, Dr. Oya Mayat, New Black Knowledge, Mossy Warrior Clan, um, and even Dagger Squad. You know, at some point in time, you gotta know where you stand at on certain things. At some point in time, things are not okay. After a while, like certain behavior, it stops being okay. You know, and then some people try to make it seem like they're so um, for the black community and for you know women, but yet when you display the behavior that y'all see over there, it makes you wonder like, are you? You know, it's one thing that I can recall that New Black Knowledge, True Historian, kind of did a video on multiple times on the minstrel shows. I wasn't really familiar with that before, and I thought that that was some of the most interesting content that he's put over there about this the circus, the act of making fun of black people, and I'm to the point where I feel like we don't even need agents anymore. We don't need white people coming into the black community and disrupting things. We have our own people um, doing it, our own people willingly doing it, not even getting nothing for it, making fun of your own people, disrespecting your own people, putting on this clown, this act, you know, disrespecting people, calling people all kinds of crazy names for what? For money? For attention? It's not worth it. I don't think that our ancestors, you know, fought and bled for us to be doing all of that. I don't think that I don't think that people like, for example, something that True Story has went over multiple times on New Black Knowledge about Edward Blyden, pretty much the father of Pan Africanism. I don't think that when he made the sacrifices that he made, I don't think that he would have foreseen that this is the kind of behavior that we would put forth. I don't think that it's okay. I don't think that we should tolerate it. And I feel like, white people, they're gonna just laugh. They think it's funny. So we as black people in the community, we have to be the ones to say, you know what, this is not gonna be tolerated no more. This is not gonna be okay. We're not gonna give you uh, room to breathe. We're not gonna allow you to prosper doing that. You're gonna be demonized, and that's how it should be. But we also got to show people like the right way of how things should be in the community, because at the end of the day, we're not going to be able to get better as a people if we keep pushing the misinformation, the pseudo ideology, pseudoscience, the new age information. It's not, we ain't gonna get better. Nothing's gonna improve. The other ethnic groups and the other races, they're gonna pass us by if that continues. That's why we have to get as many black people as possible in science and math in various fields so that we can be the ones pushing the factual information. We can't complain about, oh, the white people, that's their information. Why can't it be our information? We got black people that are scientists. We have black people that are inventors, and we need to be proud of that. And I feel like if more and more people were subscribed to New Black Knowledge and would watch their videos and see that black people, we were everywhere. We're everywhere. We're in everything. It's not just white people doing it. We're doing it too. We're coming up with a lot of the information that goes into our textbooks as well. But the circus, the entertainment overshadows it. And guess what? After today, that's going to stop. Thank you.
And Queen, I just want to add to you that, and I agree with you 100%. Like, it's okay to disagree, but when it gets to the point where you're name calling, stupid, you this, you that, it's just way out of line. I mean, again, it's okay to disagree with people. I know that people are not going to agree with everything I say out of my mouth, and I'm not going to agree with everything others say out of their mouths. But we can disagree in a respectful manner, right? And so that's just out of line to just to slander somebody because you simply disagree with them. Another thing I wanted to say, Queen, you said we need to get it together. You said before other races leave us behind. We are behind, family. We're behind. We're literally at the bottom. Europeans have surpassed us. I remember, well, we know they surpassed us. We're like 243 years behind in wealth. That article dropped. Asians have surpassed us, and Hispanics have surpassed us. And we know what it's due. We know why it's due to racial structures, racial inequalities, and also inappropriate black behavior. But we're at the bottom, family, and so we got to get it together. So we talk all this stuff about group economics and group politics, but we can't do that without group solidarity. But how can you have group solidarity if we don't respect one another? So it starts with just the basic things, having respect for each other. All right. So I just wanted to say that.
See who we got. Where you at, Chef?
Oh, I'm right here. I'm just I'm listening, and I agree with everything everybody just said. It's pretty much a situation where we are behind, and as long as we keep exhibiting the same type of behaviors, it's gonna keep us behind. Like that's just evident. You know what I mean? If we're fighting against the scholarly community, right, we're gonna constantly keep being behind. If we are not allowing sisters that's more educated, you know what I mean, to speak just because they're females, then we're gonna constantly be behind because I read an article that the black female um is more educated at this point than the black male. So if that's the case, you know what I mean, and more black females are in the halls of higher learning at a higher clip than black males. So they have to have a voice. You know what I mean? So them being disrespected when they are leading the charge and for black people in education um is disrespectful. So they definitely need to be heard as well as anybody else in the community.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like, we shouldn't have to go through that, man. Intellect is intellect, and intellect ain't got no gender on it, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got no color on it, and it ain't got no gender on it. So that's Homo sapiens sapiens, man. That should be clear from the onset. Let me where you at? Sinjeti, where you at? Make sure I go down the line.
All right, I'm right here. So, I mean, I love the points being shared so far, and I know some more will be shared. But I like what Kofi started off in regards to character, pointing out the different types using Yoruba language via Isheshe. And I want to read something from the book called Iwa, the Warrior's Character by Walumu Kebomani Baruti. And he speaks about the Akanwe, page 144. Said the Akanwe. The Akan believe that the Sun Sun spirit plays a vital role in the development of character. From this, they have concluded that character, although developmentally a personal effort, is largely, at least foundationally, the fruit of one's sumsum, spirit, or in other words, your psyche, if you will. And then when we go to Kemetic text in the instructions of Ankh Shishak, it says, the wealth of a wise man is his speech. And then he goes on to say a few things I think is relevant. A man's character is his family. A man's character is his destiny. A man's character is on his face. A man's character is one of his limbs. So, in other words, your character being one of your limbs is what extends from you. And how people respond to you and the fruits of that is a testament of your character. What is your speech like? And in an article from one of the members of ASCAC, it speaks about from Tef Tef to Medu Nefer. In Tep Tep, this is what you might call evil speech, or even Isfet, which is disorder. Do you create disorder with your words? And not only do you create disorder with your words, do you find happiness in creating disorder? Because you can have a feeling of euphoria when you're feeling happy, but then you have people who find euphoria in creating dissension between people, or they have euphoria, or it makes them feel happy, it makes them feel normal when they are creating disorder and drama. And that's a problem. So I like what Brother Kofi said regarding character. Uh, what CK and Oya was speaking about in honor of African women is important because you cannot rise above the level of the respect of your women. That's very fundamental. And if you're disrespecting your women, and this goes for any people, if you disrespect your own women, your own elders, your own brother, your own sister, you give permission for outsiders to do the same thing. Then you get mad when outsiders do it, but you've been doing it the whole time. So we have to keep that in mind, especially what we do out in public. And then regarding scientific literacy, I know that was spoken about as well. I'm in full agreements with scientific literacy, but I think it's more of an issue of critical thinking. Because when a person does not engage in critical thinking and abstract thinking, then they resort to non scientific explanations and approaches towards problems and issues in dialogue. Because if you don't engage in critical thinking, then you can't be scientific at all. So that's just a few points that I wanted to make.
You can go back and you can kind of wrap it up after. I think we still got Kent. Where you at, Kent?
Mm-hmm. I'm right here, man. Hello.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. I just I disagree with the channel's lack of integrity for real information, accurate information. It's just silly, man. That channel and other channels like it. You know what I mean? For example, we clown Trump for saying what he said the other day about disinfectants, right? inject yourself with disinfectants. And the danger of that type of like people that promote that type of information is that people actually follow that stuff. So with what he said in injecting yourself with disinfectants, they had some cases that actually happened where people was actually, emergency calls was made where people actually did something similar to that, what he was saying. So when you got a channel that promotes misinformation, got guys like Phil Valentine, the lead paint thing, you know what I'm saying? Paint your walls with lead paint. And it's going unchecked. And then when it does get checked, it's called disrespect. We have a problem within our community. If we talking about keeping each other healthy, you know what I'm saying, having good character and all of that. So, my whole thing is, man, I'm with y'all with that, man. We don't really need to be supporting that. Disrespect to the sisters unnecessarily. That just didn't make no sense. And one thing I did want to address before I get off, you know what I'm saying? I didn't say that about his wife. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't my voice. Although what was said, I don't feel like it was said in the context that he tried to make it. But it's whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? For him to call me all kind of names and stuff, we can deal with that off the YouTube thing or whatever. But at the end of the day, just so his wife would know, I ain't disrespect her. And I agree with everything everybody else said on the
didn't
panel.
disrespect the nigga. Nobody did that. Though.
No, I'm just saying because he said my name. He said I disrespected his wife and all that. And it wasn't like you hear my voice. Go back and play. Y'all see the voice change. But like I said, the context of what was said wasn't even meant in the way that he tried to make it. But end of the day, I don't think that channel should be respected any longer or taken seriously, based on the type of information that's spreaded on there, and that's just the bottom line. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's not disrespect to correct misinformation. You know what I mean? So that's all I got to say about it, man. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. Man. Mm-mm-mm. So I'm just diabolically opposed to pseudoscience. And that's a check. That's a clear pseudo channel right there, yo. You know what I'm saying? On par with Rich, Underground Railroad, Black Magic. That's all pseudo information. Misinformation about community. And at a certain point we just gotta take a stance. Where you at, Wu Dot? Did I get everybody here? Where you at now? Niagara Valley? Did you get in there? Did you want to get in?
Nah, man. All I say is, I was in the chat live on your show when that happened, and I had already been kind of swaying away from Sai and his platform because of the misinformation that he pushes. I feel like it's a cause of a lot of confusion, but that kind of did it for me. That did it for me. I unsubscribed, and I have no longer watched any of his shows since then, and I don't plan to. Like that's no matter what you feel about CK or any other female, our women are mothers, sisters, wives, daughters. Like this could have been any of our mothers, daughters, wives, anything. You know what I mean? That's just savage. Just because you disagree or you mad about something. Also, like it's a violation of him telling or inviting the panel to his penis. Like most of us come from a street background. Like we weren't always as disciplined as we are now. So that phrase that comes with something in the street. You know what I mean? So that's a strict violation. I don't agree with it, and he probably would have got uh, a two piece across his face if he would have did that in person to anybody on the panel, anywhere else. You know what I mean? So I mean, I just don't condone stuff like that, man. I used to come on side. I came into the quote unquote conscious community with Psy, and I was pseudo in the beginning. A lot of people had the gift the gab, so a lot of that stuff sounded good. Until I ran across the squad and they started pushing sources. Where's your sources? Methodology, scientific literacy. And I was correct enough in the brain to realize, oh, okay, well, this sounds a lot more correct than somebody putting two pictures up on the screen and saying, look, this looked like that, or So yeah, man, I just I feel like somebody said before, it's been a line drawn in the sand. Either you're gonna get down with the pseudo information, the misinformation, or you're gonna get down with the correct information. Because pseudo information right now at the crisis time that we in is not only detrimental to your intellectual capacity, but it's also detrimental to your lives and your family lives at this point in time right now. So I yield the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Facts, facts.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I wanna I know you going around, but I ain't said nothing yet. I just wanna say something real quick. I agree with
Yeah,
everybody
get in.
on
Get in.
the panel. I agree with everybody on the panel from their position and point of view because I've been disrespected by the dude before on another channel, called out my name and all kind of stuff. For challenging his perspective of misinformation. See, if you're new to the community and you don't know the history of what we call consciousness, there's been a conversation regarding this before, intellectual conversation before, between us on another platform. Um, Unc like to call this new thing something that Sonetta started, but the real history behind consciousness in the Americas, especially for African Americans, in going back or what they call Sankofa time back to or going back and bringing it back for force is that our ancestors fought tooth and nail to reestablish our identity in the late 1800s, early 1900s, which goes way beyond any of us that's on these platforms today. And to ignore that and bring it to a shit show or what some call a circus, and which is what has happened, that's disrespectful for the work that has been paid for over 100 plus years. And yeah, I've been very adamant about uh, disengaging from that particular platform. I've been disengaged, and I had to take that route. Actually, before COVID, but I had to take that route for various reasons because it just kept putting me at odds with not only my integrity but my character and what I actually preached. Um, on our other platforms. So I think that what happened to Dr. Mahat not once but twice um, rubbed me the wrong way because here it is, and I remember um, seeing her, and you always do this because you do this with everybody. I remember seeing her the first time she was around, and you try to put the spotlight on her. You try to do that with everybody in the family. You try to use it as an opportunity to remove yourself from it, and then basically show off the talent around you. Because you always said, if you're the smartest person in the room, get the hell out of the room.
Facts.
And so you were eager to push forward the people that you kept continued to surround yourself with and give them an opportunity. But he didn't see that as an opportunity because it wasn't his, under his agenda, his time, and I've seen and witnessed, bear witness to that. But to hear Dr. Ma, a damn doctor, PhD, engineer, you know what I'm saying? Be committed to being called dumb. That was dumb. That was dumb. That was dumb. And then to turn around and then see his tangent go off, you know what I'm saying? Because Sebu Jawu simply called it what it was. He didn't even have to justify or clarify his comments. If you just take a step back and remove your emotions or feelings from it and watch what he's saying, it was actually that. It was a bunch of acts under a tent that all was there to entertain folk. Just call it what it was. It's entertainment. And I challenged that notion with him live on a platform and also in multiple chats because I felt like that he intentionally did not want intellectualism on his platform unless it was used to his advantage. The only time that you actually can learn something there is when everybody's united and beating up a Hebrew. That makes no sense when we have way more things that we need to uncover and push forward. And then in the middle of a pandemic, we got all the conspiracy theories running rampant. And then somebody you use as a ploy to create debates, you use that person gets the coronavirus and then you shun it like nah you double down on the conspiracy theory even after Jabari had just caught the coronavirus and been inactive for 2 weeks. You playing with people's lives. I dare y'all to go to the hospitals and take your cameras out, man. Dude, they gonna be in the lobby. They gonna be packed in the lobby, yo, like for real. You gonna sit here and tell me all these nurses that are leading the way to New York to get this extra money to work those long hours and be a part of the pandemic to fight it firsthand, to be some of the first responders? You telling me that's a game? My cousin is a nurse. You know what she doing right now? Raising money to feed other nurses, people that are in the fight because they can't go home. They stuck at these hospitals with these long hours, sacrificing their time and their energy, and we playing with people's lives in this pandemic. So, you know, I wish other people well, and I think that we really have to look at where we are today. We're where we are because of the Amara Squad. Period. If you came into the conscious community 6 years, 7 years ago, 10 years ago, don't matter how many years ago, if you just came into the conscious community, we are where we are today because the Amara Squad opened the door and asked you to do one thing: show me your source. From that moment on, the community changed because it was no more mumbo jumbo. You had to demonstrate. And then they doubled down on show me your source and then start saying, we're just going to go on a publication tirade and show y'all how to do this thing scholastically. So now we're going to change the whole community and we're going to put our stuff in. We're going to publish our work. We're going to do some firsthand research. We're going to do some stuff that nobody else is doing. And we're going to argue these points and we got the evidence to do it. So we're going to drop these books in a row and this is why. And it's all about the liberating the African mind, not only in America but in the diaspora. So that's where I'm at with it, man. You know what I'm saying? We where we are today because of the Amara Squad. We didn't have the Amara Squad. If we didn't have somebody that was really about truth and justifying who we are as a people and promoting that and staying steadfast in that argument, even when they've been disrespected over the years and muted out over the years on almost every topic, man, we here today because y'all did y'all part. So thank you for that.
Let Wuja get up in here, but I like to read this statement about scientific literacy. And one thing we do around here on the Amara Squad, we challenge each other back and forth. So Sinjetti, I'm gonna challenge you on this. I'm gonna stand firm on the community needs scientific literacy before they can critical thinking. Watch this. It says scientific literacy. Scientific literacy is the knowledge and understanding of scientific concepts and processes. Watch this, required for personal decision making. See? So once you get scientific literacy, you know what I'm saying? That's a requirement, okay, for personal decision making. Watch this. Participation in civic and cultural affairs. See? Also, and economic productivity. So all the pseudo channels, you know what I'm saying? Are they really participating in civic duty? No, they say, hey, don't vote, don't do this. Wait a minute. You at some point you gotta participate. If you're gonna build a community, you gotta participate in governmental institutions. But they anti all that. You know what I'm saying? They anti all that. And how about decision making? Decisions are horrible because they're not making community decisions, because it's nothing that they teach on Brother Rich channel. Yeah, that's the super pseudo channel. Starting at a channel that you can actually use to build a community. That's why we got a virtual world here. You got to go to Dr. Oyamayat. You know what I'm saying? Brother Minister Asar. Truth Ministries. Do I got that right, Dr. Oyamayat? Am I saying that right? She disappeared. The point I'm saying is...
I had to unmute my mic. I didn't disappear. You talking about, the Temple of New African
Temple
Thought.
New Africa, my fault. Yeah, the Temple of New Africa. Shout out to them in Baltimore. This is a real place where we can go. Shout out to Black Dot Bookstore and Cultural Center. That's why I invested my money in a cultural center. I ain't gonna say the person name, I ain't gonna give you that. But I invest my money in a cultural center because I wanted a place for us to be able to teach. You know what I'm saying? Right. But Sanjeli, like I was saying, is if we don't have scientific literacy at the forefront, you can't even understand your cultural understanding. You can't even get into Kemet. You can't even get into West Africa. You'll blow it off like it's not nothing. But anthropologists understand what Kemet is, what West Africa is. Paleontologists understand that. The medical papyrus, the medical industry understand that. You know what I'm saying? So, where you at, Wu? I know you wanted to get it in. That's why I want you to be the last one. And we'll let because we getting to this closing out time. Right?
All right.
Where you at, Wu Jao?
Yeah, I'm here. Appreciate it.
Clock has started.
Yeah, the clock has started when I come on, right? But that's all good because I'm not gonna be long with it to you all surprise.
Time is up. All right, so next
So first I want to say that my name is Wu Jiao. All right, a lot of people I've heard mispronounce my name. It doesn't bother me one bit, but just so people can hear how it's pronounced, my name is Wu Jiao. All right, not Ujaru or Uja and stuff like that, and I'm not throwing no shade on anybody. It's all good, but I'm just trying to let y'all know how my name is pronounced. But anyway, I just want to say that listening to everybody speak, I don't really have to say much because I echo everything that everybody said. I didn't hear anything that I disagree with on the entire panel, and it dawned. I mean, and that's kind of rare on this collective platforms, plural. And we need more of that. Like I don't disagree with anything anybody said, but there's just a couple of things I want to add. So I'm gonna work my way backwards. So something that you just said, you said you challenged Sanjeti between the scientific literacy and then what Sanjeti was saying. Now I'll challenge both you all, and pretty much you, is that I think before scientific literacy, I think people need to cultivate good character. And I know it was mentioned by Kofi and Sanjeti already, but I'm saying I think that good character is a critical component to all of this. Good communication and good character, because you can be scientifically literate and think critically and have good memory skills and read a lot of stuff and everything like that. But if you don't have the character to actually articulate it, to interface with other people with it and stuff like that, then it's really for naught. And so I would push to the forefront good character, and that's I've always done that. All right, and because my stance is that how people say respect is earned. I'm the opposite. I say disrespect is earned. Respect should be the default setting. Everybody should be afforded respect, and they should earn the disrespect in their behavior, which ties and connects to good character. All right, when people express bad character and things like that, if you can get away from it, get away from it. But if you can't, then you have to put your foot down. And so what I've seen lately, more so than ever, is that bad character, immaturity, pettiness, drama, this adversarial attitude and climate has now become the new normal. And so now everybody's numb to it and think it's normal. And to me, I don't condone that one bit. I condone the opposite. All right. So those are the things that I've been consistently against from the time I came into the social community, as I call it, on Facebook and things like that, from 2009, 2010 up until now. I've been very consistent, very, very saying the same thing. I know I sound like a broken record to some people who know me from back then up until now. So those are the things I wanted to bring forward. Another point is that when it comes to these platforms, we said a long time ago that views and likes has become the new currency. And so when that happens, that the quality has diminished because now everybody is all about the quantity and not the quality. So we have to get back to pushing quality over quantity. And so right now we have roughly about 100 people watching us, and we know other platforms will attract 1,000 people, live watchers, 1,200 people, 1,500 people, maybe even 2,000 and more people. But it's not about the quantity anymore, or shouldn't be. It should be about the quality, because it's the quality that actually makes the change and makes the difference in the movers and shakers around the world. And we have to understand that. So out of 100 people watching, if we actually connect with 5 people, or let's say 10%, that's 10 people, then that's good enough. And we have to understand and accept that, because that's how reality is. So I want to push the quality over quantity. And then I also want to say this, like my stance on the platforms, and partly what was brought up is this whole notion of circus. And like I said, I've been consistent for 10 years saying the things I've been saying, not focused on Sonetta, the brother, the person, and not even just his platform, Sonetta Studios and Black News 102. It's the community. I've been critical of us as a community, of a so-called intellectual community calling ourselves the conscious community. I've been critical and observing and criticizing all of us, myself included, to include myself among everybody, that we are, we're not making progress. We're arguing over the same things. We're spewing misinformation. We don't know how to discern good information from bad information, left to right, live or Memorex, and things like that. And then we have become accustomed and numb to the lowering of the standards, and this pettiness, this bad behavior, this disrespect, and this adversarial climate. Like, everybody has to argue. Everybody has to be somebody versus somebody. And see, I come from a background of actual debating. I was part of a amateur debate team in college and the whole nine. And when you actually learn and practice these things correctly, you can recognize what's a real debate from what's not a debate. And one thing I've always said is that you never debate people. People don't debate people. It's the issues. You debate issues and not people. And so for anybody to set up fussing matches where person X is against person Y, and then after that's set up, and then you have to pick a topic, that's backwards. And so, but there's nothing wrong with that, if that's occurring. But we shouldn't call that debating. We should invent a new name for it. Let it be entertaining. Let it be what it is. And so I've always been critical of that, of allowing debating, true debating, to be true debating, not to convolute, not to mix up, and not to change it up. Call things what they are. And that's what I've always said. But the drama that's been going on, the makeup to break up relationships, the people arguing over information and then want to turn it into physical fighting, the disrespect, the all the different things that we see going on in our community, in our social community at large, is really very detriment to our progress. And so I've called the entire thing a circus, because as the brother Sean said, a circus when we say that, it represents, wild, organized confusion, things going on simultaneously for entertainment purposes. You got all these things going around. So it's wild and it's noisy. And so this is something that's not the environment for us to have takeaways and to make progress. So I've always been critical of that. And then, just lastly, I'm just going to add something more specific to me, in terms of what's been going on in the past week. I guess I should say a week. April 19th, a day was dedicated to me. So I'm calling that Wujau Day. And it's just real petty that, and I'm going to address this because I was inboxed quite a bit and emailed quite a bit. people had to ask me what did I do or what happened for a day to be dedicated to me. And I just found that strange for people to have to ask me, and then and not to know, and then have to ask me, to telling you that something petty or something wrong is going on. But the issue about throwing up 4-year-old videos about people claiming that I plagiarized this and that when I addressed those things 4 years ago is super petty. For somebody to single me out, in terms of titles of videos and things like that is super duper petty when my observation of the collective conscious community being wild, being noisy, being drama. It's like the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop New York, like those reality shows. To be offended for that, so much so to dedicate a day for me, I think that that's immature and just outright petty. And anybody that knows me, I don't do petty. I don't do immaturity. I don't get down with the noise and stuff like that. So from here to hear everybody make their comments earlier, I agree with them, and I say that we just keep it moving, and we put together quality information. Of course, we can have fun. We could joke and have fun and make it fun, but we have to take this stuff serious and put together quality information, quality presentations, quality live streams, quality discussions, and exercise good character and give something to the people that we can walk away and make progress. We can look back and say, okay, I was there and now I'm here. And from there to here is growth. We have to have some growth. And so that's all. I'm not going to be, more long-winded than that. It's a lot more I could say and stuff like that. But hey, let's just keep it pushing because everybody pretty much said everything.
I know I like to kill you. I know you ain't want to stop, boy.
I got discipline. I got discipline.
Now
let me stop.
8 more minutes left, right? And pseudoisms is dangerous to the Black community, and we can see now how dangerous it is. So pre-pandemic, I kind of took it a little light. I say, yeah, everybody, we getting it in, right? But the reality situation was that I always understood that there could be a time in our history while I'm living that a pathogen could come through and ravage like it did. So I knew that, right? And you say, well, why now, Because, I got friends dying around me. Got the elderly being attacked by this pathogen. Well, that's because they ain't eat right. Well, if you go to 1918, the particular pathogen attacked the young people. There's no rhyme or reason to where these pathogens work. And the fact that the community is at odds with understanding how this issue can be dealt with is putting our community behind. So I can't stand up there and support platforms that give no real solutions against the virus. I cannot support platforms that actually think, right, that natural hair and melanin and being a vegan can stop the pathogen. It's the most ludicrous thing ever. So for me, right, the line has been drawn in the sand. All that over there is pseudo. 99% of what is shown on SARNet. Matter of fact, SARNet channel was built off of pseudoisms, and that's exactly why we've been beefing the whole time, for real. That's why we really can't get our thing off, because the whole channel is damn pseudo. They go for rich, they go for the pills, you know what I'm saying, the red pill. So the red pills, KT, the Arch degree, Phil Valentine, Delbert Blair, you know what I'm saying, all of them. Oh, who else am I leaving out something? Yeah, who else?
Phil Valentine.
I said Dr. Philgood Valentine, the Duke of Tears. You can go back to Blog Talk videos and I dealt with all of them. All of them. So the whole platform got a pseudo beginning to it, and they keep you trapped in that. There's no growth in pseudoisms. Pseudoisms is actually content taken from Europeans, and they call it the New Age community. Right? So the African thing has been washed out. Yeah, the African thing ain't the African thing. It's the Hindu thing with the chakras. You know what I'm saying? It's all of that y'all think, you know what I'm saying, is African. It's not African. Y'all don't want the African. Because you want the African, you have to come over here. You got to go to the Mazis. You got to go to the Shashu Mani Metaneta. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to the Sud. You got to go there to see real Africa. You don't want that. You want the mix of the unk, where the unk is the womb of the woman and the penis and the uterus. That's what y'all really want. You know why? Because we are religious. We have been destroyed, right, by racism, white supremacy, and didn't even know we was using racism, white supremacy. Now, ain't that a trip? So we develop a community to fight against it, right? And it's really it. I'm gonna say it again. We thought we was developing a community with our voice, but our voice was really white people discarded jargon. It take you to when you start saying the God is this and the God is that. That's really the Europeans started that, because the African thing gonna have a balance. It ain't gonna just be the goddess. It's gonna be the God and the gods. Go look to Egypt for that. Go look to any traditional system. Amazing. Anyway, that line is drawn in the sand, right? The difference between scientific literacy that can be taught in our community and build a real community, or the pseudoisms that allow certain people to thrive. Like Polite, he's a pseudo-sophisticate. Divine, he's a pseudo-sophisticate. And the ringleader, all that, is Sarnetta. It's a 3-ring circus, and I gotta say, as a matter of fact, it's Barnum and Bailey at this point in the middle of a pandemic. That's some Barnum and Bailey 3-ring circus. That's what that is. I fought against that. I fought against saying that. I fought that until the moment where the ringmaster came on and cussed everybody out. And I say, man, that's a circus. Not only is it a circus, it's a 3-ring circus. But go ahead, Sinjetti. You can have the last. You got 3 minutes to rock out, yo.
Brother, can I just before Sinjetti close, can I just add one thing to what you said, Brother Ankh? You said that the misinformation that's being disseminated on that platform is discarded European information, well, European misinformation, right? But I also want to add that the behavior that we see is also European patriarchal behavior on that platform. When you're disrespecting women, when you're smothering the voices of women and you don't want them to speak, it's very oppressive. And so that's European patriarchal behavior. So I just wanted to add that to what you just said, brother.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and Jed.
So, go through this quickly.
Hey, no, just after Sanjay, can I promote the project after Sanjay?
You can promote it right now. We're gonna let Sanjay close out. Go ahead. Of course you can. We need to promote all our projects. That's real. We want to do that. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna go.
No, you gonna close out. Let everybody promote the project, and then you close out. You got the last words, Sanjay. Go ahead, Kofi.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. If y'all don't mind, I had the picture pulled up, and then hold on, let me get back in here. All right.
Hey, why you look for that? I just want people to know that Amara Squad has never disrespected John Henry Clark or Dr. Ben. That's misinformation that was put out over there in the circus.
Yeah, for real. She ain't the Diops. They ain't never disrespected she ain't the Diops. They made that shit up. Sure did. Man, we got so many books. I can't even hold all the books in our day, man. All the books we got, man. Damn, man, you know how many books we done got to our credit, yo? Hey, tripping. Ask them how many books they read over there.
And that's a.
I've been saying this, but I'm gonna say it live.
Light got over 99.
I've been saying this, but I'm gonna say it live. I do not know how you can protest plagiarism when you made a living bootlegging. And I just right there.
Mm. Um.
That was really powerful. Drop the
Yeah.
mic.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. You kind of I done forgot what I was gonna say after you said that.
Well, yeah,
Darn.
real quick, man. I'm gonna give it back to Sanjay, man. I'm just trying to promote, man. And just don't so people won't get it confused neither too. Kofi Pice, our research team, got a project coming out May the 25th. It's called the Spears of the. It's Mossy Warrior Clan presents. It's not a Mossy Warrior Clan collaboration. It's the actually the display Kofi Pice, our research team, the me, Sean, Sutek, Vasa, T'Challa, and Satepinra, but it's presented by the Mossy Warrior Clan because me and Sean is a part of the Mossy Warrior Clan. So it's a Kofi Pice research team text, but it's presented by the Mossy Warrior Clan. We also got Brother and Brother Benjamin Njai, Brother Panther, who also contributed to the book as well. Brother Unk has the dedicated forward in the book. Brother Ben has the forward that he wrote in the book. Pre-orders will be probably next week. Well, actually, this weekend, hopefully, we'll be taking pre-order for people that want to buy the book. We're in the process. Brother Assad is in the process of finishing my website. So once the website go live, we'll be taking pre-orders for the book. We'll be doing 20% if you pre-order the book, or you can get it off the website, or you can get it off of Amazon.com. That's it, man. I ain't want to hold nobody.
Sanjay, before you speak, I just want to say this too, and speak to what I was saying about the quality of the people that's on the panel, in producing works. Like a lot of times we like entertainment, and we can understand how entertainment can be attractive, and people could be drawn to the, that kind of climate and atmosphere. But if you notice that a lot of people that like Dr. Ma'at, myself, Asar, Sanjeti, Brother Unk, Kofi, and others, and if I'm missing names, then forgive me, Brother Jonathan, there's works are being produced, and there's ongoing works and projects that are currently being worked on at this very moment, where works are going to come out in the future. And so you can see the kind of works that are being produced and are at play. So we kill the pseudoism, and I'm gonna say this too, and this is something that I always get on Unk about, right? Unk always opens up his shows with a statement. I'm sure everybody probably memorized it by now, where he say, "A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time, ooh wee." And so if you really listen to that, and I think Unk says it so much that it's just become numb. But if you think about it, it's a like an axiom, and we have to reverse that. The lies are so well organized that the truth gets suppressed and drowned out, and we don't deal with that. So we have to go against the curve, against upriver, to actually fight against the pseudoisms, to actually promote the actual good and quality information. And we have to do it in such a way where people are still drawn to it and attracted to it, and that's very, very hard in this kind of climate. And so we just have to understand that. And I just want to give my appreciation for everybody who puts out work and who's putting that effort in to do some studying, proper research methods, and applying them, documenting them, and sharing them with others, and are open for questions, concerns, and critiques. And don't walk away saying, "Oh, if I question you, or if I point out a mistake, or if I share something with you, that you feel disrespected." Because if that's going to be your cup of tea, then don't do it. Don't write anything. Don't make claims in public, because that comes with the territory, and people have to understand that. And so I'm hearing a lot of people cry about being disrespected only when they're challenged. And so that's an insecure mentality. That's an insecure person that will cry of being disrespected when all is being questioned is not the person personally, but it's the information. And so we have to understand that. I just want to make sure people get that point across. And lastly, just real quick, Nahisi, that was an amazing statement right there. But I want to address this real quick about the so-called plagiarism and everything, because I've been accused of plagiarism. Asar is now being accused of plagiarism, whatever the case is, which is crazy, because Asar to me is like the most citationist person among us and everything. But this is how you know how petty it is, because you know it's petty when people try to pull and reach and kick and scream for stuff like that, but they could never say that you're wrong. And I want this to be self-evident with people. And I'm behind the scenes. I consider myself being a bit humble and things like that. But I want y'all to understand something. None of these folks will ever tell you that the brother Wujau min Ib Eri Ma'at does not know the ancient Egyptian language, that cannot read the Sesh Medu Neter. So they could never tell you that. I'm always ready. I stay ready.
Hold on 1 second. I blanked out. Yo, my fault. Yo, did you promote the new book coming out, Kofi?
Oh, you must have definitely blanked out. He already did that.
Yeah, I'm good.
How about Dr. Mayat? Did she do that?
No, not yet.
Not yet. We were passing it.
Not yet. I was getting there though.
Come on, Wujau, we know you can speak Meta Nature. You the champion. Yo, I got you, bro. Come on, yo.
Man, I can't believe I can't believe you stopped my flow to say what you just said.
That was a long flow, brother Wujau. You
right.
getting ready to go.
Yeah, you was great. You did this.
All right, but I like the way you did that. You blamed it on blacking out when you really did black out. You just wanted to shut me up. I get it. I understand. I understand.
Sinjetti ain't with you. Sinjetti go yet?
Nah, Sinjetti didn't go either. Yep.
Shit, that's never happened now.
All right, so I'm gonna yield my time. But since we promote stuff, I want everybody to look out for my. That's what I was getting to, Unc. You spoiled it. But anyway.
I think you was great. Just man, listen,
listen, no, because I'm saying the point of what I was saying was that nobody's gonna say that I don't know the language. So here's the thing. See, here's the trick. No, here's the trick. Because this 4-year-old video has been posted. So now and you got the brother telling people not to buy that book, right? So when I come out with a new book, here's the thing. That's the trick. So people gonna look at it like, oh, well, Jao was a plagiarizer, so why should I buy his new book? You see how that works? So what I'm saying is that don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for the hype. Because none of these brothers, none of them will ever tell you that I don't know the language. They're going to pick on something petty that I already addressed.
They can't read it, though. How about that?
Yeah, but let me say this.
They wouldn't know if you plagiarized it or not. They can't read
it. But hopefully you see my point. So I want everybody to look out for my new book coming this summer, the full analysis of the Egyptian grammar, and I'm going to have classes about it. So that's all I want to say. All right, there you go.
How many books we got, man?
We got a lot.
Make sure y'all support ABJUA.
We booked up.
ABDJUWEAR.
There go. Got to get ABJUA.
Promote Neges footwear. All right. Make sure we got all the books you got. Lujua. All right. The people trying to trash through the mud. None of them writing. You got this joint right here. This ain't even the joint they was talking about. They had the it's just crazy, man. That we got the Magi. You know what I'm saying? These is all written by Amara Squad. Yo, you got, here you go. Metal Nature, the hieroglyphics, has the Egyptian hieroglyphics writing system been deciphered. You got my work, Chronology of Human Evolution. I can't even find that. So, we got all works. We got Killmonger's Corner. You know what I mean? Look at that, man. The Marcy Killmonger's Corner. You know what I'm saying? This one, the Pan-African Journal. Like, this is what we bring to the community. We got man, come on, man. So, y'all, at a certain point, y'all got to say, well, what kind of work do they got over there? They got a whole bunch of fucking lip service, excuse my language. A whole bunch of talk and a whole bunch of slander, right? Where I refuse to go on a platform that don't respect a person's doctorate degree. You know what I'm saying? Or a person's, Sister Naya got a master's degree. Come on, man. How you ain't getting with that? I don't want to hear all that, man. So look, man, y'all, I can't even find my daggone book, man. Y'all got a picture of my joint, man, the chronology of human evolution, man. Put that up, man. Y'all can get all these books on Amazon or hit me personally. You know what I'm saying, yo? So look, it's called Straight Circus. Straight three-ring circus. Barnum and Bail. When you talk shit, don't have no impact. Go ahead. Yeah, there you go, right there. Thank you. There you go. Chronology of human evolution. There you have it. So we all booked up. Almost cuss. Go ahead, Sajetti. Take us out, man.
I ain't get to put my stuff up. You talking about take us out?
I thought you did the mail track. My fault.
No, I never did it because Wujaru started talking, then he put up his book, then it just went everywhere. So anyway, let me
all right, blame me, boy.
Yeah,
y'all see how y'all do me?
Come on, close us out. No, let me share my stuff. I want the people to see what the sisterhood is producing. Now, I want to start off with saying this. Frederick Douglass said that it's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. So I go after the babies because that's where it starts for me. So let me share my screen with you.
Oh man, say it again. Easy to prepare.
He said it's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. So what I do is I go after the babies. I always tell people that we ate the apple, but we don't have to give the apple to our baby. So let me go ahead and share my screen.
Goodness gracious.
Tell me if you can see my screen. It says allow Zoom permission. I just did. You all see my screen?
Yeah, we see Ken holding up two.
Not yet. Dr. Maya.
All right, can you see my screen, Brother Wujaru?
Not yet. Not yet. We still see you.
Y'all see me.
I mean, I mean, we see your avatar. Sorry, we see your avatar.
Yeah, well, it says I'm sharing my screen. So let me go back to Zoom.
Now it may take a second. I'm not sure, but it may take a second.
There you go.
Are you on your phone sharing it? All right, there you go.
Okay, so family, support the Meltrack project. This is our latest film that's getting ready to drop in August. And it's called Meltrack, Exploring the Ma'afa, Part 1, The Arrival of the Portuguese, where we would be teaching children about the origins of the transatlantic, goodness God, I'm having a brain fart, Wujaru, the transatlantic slave trade. I'm sorry. So we'll be teaching children about the transatlantic slave trade, and how that all started with the arrival of the Portuguese when Prince Henry kicked off the European Age of Discovery, and when they started building caravel ships and making their way into the northern part of Africa, and then down to Morocco and Mauritania, and then down the Guinea coast. So anyway, this project is going to drop in August. Please support the Meltrack project. Brother Ankh, I knew that when we showed this part of our history, that people were going to start saying things like, well, what about before slavery? We have something for the babies before slavery. We have Meltrack episode 1, Exploring Ancient Africa, where we take children back in time to learn about pre-diaspora Africa. So before the Europeans came over. So we take them to Kemet, we take them over to West Africa, Central Africa, and South Africa. We also have Meltrack episode 2, Exploring the Pre-Columbian Americas, where children learn, I call it real U.S. history. So they learn about the indigenous people in North America, Mesoamerica, and South America. All right, so check out those products, family. And also, not only do I have something for the babies, oh my gosh, can you guys still see my screen? Or was I just talking and...
I see you now.
Now, we saw it before, but now we switched back to you.
Wow, okay, so it just came on to me, and then it says that I'm still sharing.
Now you're sharing.
Now you're sharing again.
Okay, so that is Meltrack. That's the cover for Meltrack episode 3. And this is the last thing I want to show you, and I'll go ahead and pass the mic. Okay. Can you still see my screen?
Of course.
All right, good. So look at this. This is an email from one of my students. His name is Cayman Dixon. And Cayman Dixon, and another student of mine, his name is Brian Milton, and a colleague of mine, Dr. Carl White, we've been working on an e-learning platform for engineering students. And so this is what I was talking about, brother. This is a virtual learning. This is a virtual learning environment that teaches students engineering concepts. So this should be on the market probably within the next couple of years. We're going to get a couple of publications out of it. But can you see my screen, brother? On can you guys see?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, so this is a tool that we actually piloted in my class this past semester. My students loved it because our babies are very virtual now, so everything is visual. I mean, everything is visual, and they want to see things. And so a few years ago, my colleague came up with the idea to create a virtual learning environment for students. And I actually hopped on the project about a year ago. And so now, we piloted the project in one of my classes. And so, we're getting ready to publish a paper on it, hopefully this fall in an engineering education journal. So look at this. I just want to show you guys this real quick. So you can see this avatar is going through the world, and they're learning about different things. So this is like flashcards that you're seeing. What's a passive element? What's an active element? So they're literally going through the world and learning engineering concepts or electrical engineering concepts. So if you look to the left, you see circuits in parallel, circuits in series, you see different examples. So this is just a quick little demo where the avatar is going through the virtual learning environment. So again, we're creating products, family. Please support these products. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic.
I just want to say that's pretty dope right there, y'all. I love that.
Yeah, you can use that to build a community. There you go, man. We either building a community or tearing it down, yo. Choice yours. Go ahead, Sanjay, man.
Okay.
Did you tell everybody you actually active in the war, though, yo? You be keeping that a secret, bro. You've been on the front line from day one. Yeah, I mean, to the point where you actually got sick. See what I'm saying? So they wonder why I'm banging so hard. Because I got friends in this shit that got sick on the front line, and the pseudos acting like it ain't real. But go ahead, Sanjay, man. I went you off like 30 times. Tell them the truth.
It's all age. What's new? Okay. So, speaking about the COVID-19 or the SARS coronavirus 2, it is not a joke. So as he did say, yes, I did get affected directly, and obviously I got through it. So to all the people looking now and in the archives, you can survive it. Just understand that. You just need to prepare yourself as if you are going to get it. You cannot wallow in delusions. Anybody that tells you that 5G is delusional. Anybody that tells you to paint your house with lead is delusional. And just so everyone know that I do work in the field and I work in the hospital with COVID patients. And I've watched people die. I've put people in body bags myself. So it's not a joke, it's not a game, it's not up for debate, it's none of that. Because you have melanin is not going to stop you from getting infected. Because you're vegan or vegetarian does not stop you from getting infected. Because you're a meat eater doesn't stop you from being infected. The only thing is, how will your immune system, your body, respond to it? And is your immune system up to par to be able to fight it off? That's the only question. And you do that with keeping your body hydrated, number one, getting proper sleep, and giving your body the proper nutrients. Because when it comes to pharmaceutical medicines, they do not have an antiviral medication specifically for this. Mm-hmm. Everything right now is kind of hit or miss. Mm-hmm. Now they're doing the best that they can with that. So give the doctors credit. However, it is a lot of political stuff going on that I'm not even going to get into right now because that's another whole show. But again, you have to deal in reality. And if you don't, and all the people who are making up these wild claims is because they were so accustomed to dealing in delusions and it worked for them. Then once something like this happens, the only thing they have is a mental reflex to deal in delusions and emotional rants. It is not a game. Anybody could get it. Okay.
Mexicans can't get it. Africans can't get it. Pseudos can't get it. Scientific literacy people can't get it. Anybody can get it. Go ahead.
Anybody can get it. And if you want to have a dialogue about it, one of the best groups to discuss it with is people who work in the field who are dealing with it directly. And again, it doesn't discount other people who are doing critical reading. There's a difference between just reading and critical reading.
Mm-hmm.
People who are doing critical reading of information regarding it have those conversations. So back to the critical thinking and the scientific literacy. See, in order for you to have scientific literacy, you have to be literate first. And the reason why I said critical thinking is really, I think, at the root of it is because, you know, the word critical comes from the Greek word kritikos, which means your ability to discern. Critique. And even when you have the term in Kemet, you have a consonantal term, which is wapet, which means to judge. And paronymically, it has a relationship with the word for cerebral cortex. Wapet, cerebral cortex, also the consonants for the word meaning to judge. So we're talking about higher order thinking. There's lower order thinking and there's higher order thinking. Most people that do in the so-called conscious community are doing lower order thinking. Just because you memorize a couple of things, that is actually the lowest level of critical thinking. So cats say, well, I got more information than you. I got more information. No, that's the lowest level of critical thinking. Dr. Ma, I know you know that as well. That's the lowest level. Do you understand the information? Do you comprehend it? Do you know how to do analysis? Do you know how to do synthesis, et cetera?
Go ahead, Sinjetti.
So, you know, if you don't have these things, then you can't actually do or engage in scientific literacy, because in order for you to deal in science as a field, you have to have critical thinking first.
Teach, Sinjetti.
And even before that, I like what Wu Jiao said. See, essentially, Wu Jiao's point, Alex's point, and mine, they don't exist in confrontation. They're all correct. So you have to have the character, the Iwa Puele. You have to have Iwa. You have to have that Ma'at first. Because if you don't have that first, then you will misuse science, which then goes into scientism. Where if you say, okay, I know how the heart works, so I can either use my character to say I want to be able to restart someone's heart, or I have bad character, I want to stop someone's heart. So that's why when Wu Jiao discussed it, character is the fundamental of any endeavor. And that's why in this book right here, Ma'at, the guiding principles of moral living, they emphasize character. All African traditions emphasize character, from Kemet to modern Africa now, all throughout history is character. And that is the purpose of initiation. So anyone who has been initiated in an African tradition, be it Isheshe, some people they'll say Ifa, but it's Isheshe, knows this for a fact, that is your fundamental. And if you don't have that, then you can't get the higher secrets, if you will, because you will misuse the information. And that's what
critical to survival then.
Say it again.
What's more critical to survival? Food, clothing, and shelter. And understanding how to get that food, clothing, and shelter and protection. Because, you know, y'all would argue that the Europeans had bad character. But goddamn, they might got bad character, but they went around the world, right? So at the end of the day, that character piece is really I think for me, it's subjective. You know what I'm saying it's based off what you think character is. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of them items where, you know what? I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna freeze it.
Yeah, I mean, even with food, clothing, and shelter, in order the acquisition of the food and how to make clothing.
That's our next show. There you go. That's the next show.
But we can
I'll argue y'all down.
That's the next show.
We'll leave that one, buddy.
That's the next show on the Amara Squad.
Bad character and feed your whole nation and take everybody else thing. And they be like, but we don't have bad character. We don't believe that
already made. However,
that's the next show.
That's the next show.
All right. So, all right. So those are my closing statements. You know, take everything that we shared today, take it to heart. I think it was a good show.
Me too.
Everybody got straight to the point. You know, and also listen. Notice the quality of the dialogue. You didn't have a bunch of arguing back and forth, all this riffraff. It was straight information. We shared some history. We shared critical points. We shared, of course, our thoughts. We described things, and it was orderly. We need more of that. Shout out to you.
And I just want to show everybody, you know, we had a pretty large panel. To speak to your point, you know, nobody got a hand. Everybody took turns. It was pretty good. So let's keep it going. But I like that preview for the next show. That's gonna be the next Amara Squad show. In terms of scientific literacy, critical thinking, and good character. There you go.
There you have it.
Really just like
Black African Power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time.
Nah.
Ooh, man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's God Killer in the house, man. And look,
so you can see what I mean.
If you ain't Sinetta, no time for that interview. Darts and projectiles between the sheets. Sun run, cold game, bring your cleats. The best flow blow, Eskimo, penguin feet. Don't need no blunt to burn your appendix. Sipping on that overpriced poltergeist spirits. Ripping at the open mic, quote the nice lyrics like Mama moved mean overnight, golden motorbike holding on some Tron shit. That nice neon kit is on it. The king's libation with exotic liqueur. The queen's vibration like a Sada Shakur. A lot of decor, imported foreign threads, they ain't got at the store. Nubian Kush, blacktop pottery jaws, 39% THC, the quality pure. Old rappers try to spit ain't hot as before. It's like I'm 5 flights above, busting shots at the floor. Cats switch up their style when they ain't got it no more, cause they gotta keep their product in stores to feed their kids. See what that weed did? Yes man, agreeing on everything we said. I smell the mic like it's the love of my life. Don't get sliced and beat with the butt of the knife. Brother polite, I say I'm animalistic, cause I still be in the hood with my hand on my pistol. The Hebrews think I'm cannibalistic, E5 divination, channel the mystic, audio visionary. Let's play poetical Pictionary. Picture me burning down your missionary. Yeah, then I send you religion. That red dot on your head, that's Hindu tradition. Invisible, independent, intrinsic shit. I'll bring it all to an end with indivisible gains. Charles Xavier, getting your brain. Mental anguish or manifesting physical pain. Wizard remains to dance in the chemical rain. Breathe slow, then I'm up out of this physical plane. Got military machinery that exercise weaponized greenery. Shine at a jeopardize the scenery, son. Bruh, the beam 10 times your distance. Inclines be benching. Stop rising with no trend line resistance. The parabolic breakout. I'm F-16 with the aeronautic fake out. The God killer, the God killer, the God killer, it's the God killer, the God killer, that's who it is. The God killer, the God killer, it's the God killer, the God killer, the God killer, the God killer, it's the God killer, the God killer, the God killer, the God killer, the God killer.